welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's. This is episode number 12, and Happy New Year. I'd like to start off by thanking everybody that's joined the group. There's many opals in the world, and thank you for all your new members. I really appreciate it. I wanted to start off actually first by wishing everybody a Happy New Year, a prosperous New Year, and all the best this year. All the good things that can happen to you, hopefully they do. I wanted to also let you guys know, as I promised, Christmas holidays came and went, and for my husband, I got him Invicta watches. We don't have them in Canada, so I have to get them from the States. With the exchange rate, it killed me, but it was worth every penny to see his face, as that's something that's been on his wish list for at least maybe the past year or two, and so I wanted to surprise him, and I had gotten him Invicta watches for Christmas. He loved them, like just absolutely loved them, and he wears them, so it's great that I know he really likes them when he wears them. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. My hubby's playing video games tonight with his group of guys that he plays with, and you know, being on that headset, he talks a lot louder than he thinks he does. So I apologize if you hear background noise. So as Christmas came and went, beginning of January was our 1 year anniversary, and we've been married now for 1 year. Yay! It was really exciting. We took a trip, so it was kind of like our anniversary trip. We went away for the winter. Not that it was much winter here. We barely have any snow. It has been cold, but not super cold like our normal January. And so we decided to go to Curacao, and if you're not familiar with it, it's the ABCs, so it's Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. And really we're parallel to Venezuela. On a really nice, beautiful day, we could actually see the Venezuelan mountains, which was gorgeous. We were on the Caribbean Ocean, which was beautiful. It was a little cooler than expected normally at this time of year, but it was still beautiful. The weather was 85 degrees Fahrenheit every day. It was absolutely gorgeous. I loved it, absolutely loved it. Food was phenomenal. Their meat, their fruit, amazing. Their avocados were the size of cantaloupes. It was so good. I wish we had stuff like that here in Canada, but we don't. But our fresh grown foods that come from our farms here are probably almost as good as some of the fruits and vegetables that were in Curacao. It was beautiful. I'll put some pictures at the end of this video if you want to take a look and see some beautiful sunsets that we got at the beach, the resort, and it was beautiful. We stayed at the Sunscape Curacao, and it used to be a beaches resort, so it was actually really nice. It wasn't too big, and as I said, the food was great. People were super friendly. We went into town shopping, and that's where they have the local market. All these boats come in from Venezuela every day and bring like the freshest fruits and vegetables, and they sell it there on this little strip that actually is on the waterfront, and it's really nice. And then they have your typical stores, McDonald's and, you know, KFC, and not that I eat that stuff, but it was fun to see that was there. It's a cruise ship town, or island, I should say. It's a cruise ship island, so there was cruise ships there that were coming in, and I mean, it wasn't too busy, the downtown area, and there was a really big cruise ship that came in from New York, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, you know, walking around, taking pictures. The one day it rained, which was not even a full day. It was probably about, I don't know, an hour of like light drizzle, like barely anything, and then like 5 minutes of a downpour. And for the 5 minutes we were actually walking in an outdoor mall, but we were covered, and so it really didn't bother us. And the light mist was not a big deal. I don't melt. It was actually really nice because it's 85 degrees there, so it was beautiful. And there's a crosswind that goes from east to west, and so there's always and it's a warm wind, so it's always like refreshing, and you're not like dying and sweating of heat. It was beautiful, really beautiful. Anyways, enough talk about my vacation, even though I wish I was still on vacation. I love to travel, so it was great, and I can't wait to go away again. Don't know when that's going to happen, but hopefully soon. Anyways, so this is a knitting podcast. We'll get back to knitting. So we'll start off with Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And in January, while I was away, I received our yarn box, and I forgot what color I even chose for it, which is funny. I totally went out of my realm. Well, not really, because I do like it, so I can't say I didn't. But usually I pick gray, pink, or blue as my typical colors. And sometimes I get things that are, you know, not really what I like, or have colors in there that I would never wear, or things like that. So thank God I have a friend that overdyes, and sometimes I'll give her that to overdye for me, because it's something I would never use, but I like the yarn and I want to use the yarn to knit with. So I got, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it or ever heard of it. This was actually new to me, and it's MJ Yarns. And you can't see that. Hopefully that you can see. MJ Yarns. And this is called Midnight Orchid. You see all the purples? So it's a dark purple. There is a lavender purple in there. I'm not sure what kind of purple you would call this. It's just a brighter purple, but that's about the colors right there. So 2 skeins, and it is super soft because it is the Peruvian Dream worsted weight yarn, and it is a 50% alpaca, 30% merino, and 20% silk. So it's got that beautiful sheen to it. I think it will look great on me. I actually like purples. Of course, today I'm wearing blue and my nails are pink, but I do like purples. It's so funny, if you look at my yarn, most of my colors are blues and pinks and grays and things like that, but mostly blues and pinks. Anyways, this is a 220 yards per skein, and I like it. I really do. I think it's beautiful. It's really soft. It doesn't itch. It has a really nice softness to it, and it doesn't have too much of a halo. I don't think you can see it, but it doesn't have too much of a halo. I don't think, yeah, you can't really see it. There's a couple little fuzzies, but it's very minimal, and it's really, really beautiful. So this was from Yarn Box for the month of January, and it's MJ Yarns, and it's beautiful. And they're all hand dyed in Lafayette, Colorado. So it is a local American dyer, which is really nice. So I really enjoyed that. That was a great surprise coming home to that, because I thought, oh my God, I saw some of the colors. I was like, oh no, what am I going to do if I get one of those? And as I said, I totally forgot what I picked. So I was really happy with this, and I really like this, and I can't wait to figure out what I want to do with this. It comes with patterns. Not always do I like the patterns. I'm not a big shawl person, because I really don't wear shawls. And I love hats, things like that, like accessories. I can wear scarves, hats, mitts. So we'll see what this might be. It's really interesting. We'll figure it out. The next thing I have is I enabled myself for my birthday. My birthday was in November, and sorry, I got now fiber on my nose. My birthday was in November, and I always buy myself a birthday present, because who's better to spoil yourself than yourself? Usually I buy myself a Hanukkah present, but birthday, usually I always buy myself something. And every year it changes. Over the years, it's been so many different things, that something I've wanted that I just rather get myself than ask someone to do it for me. So I have no problem with asking people to get me yarn. For Hanukkah, my husband actually got me an Etsy gift card. So I used that Etsy gift card, not for this skein, but for something else I'll tell you about. So this is, I couldn't resist. It's the color. Thanks. It's from Truly Hooked. I just want to make sure you can see that. Truly Hooked. It's pinks and gray, and I love it. It's an Aran weight yarn, and it is superwash merino, nylon, and cashmere. It is so squishy and soft, and like, I love it. It's beautiful and totally my color. It's just, I love it. So this was a birthday present for me. I actually bought this, I believe it was probably, I think it was the Thanksgiving weekend in November, because that's usually my birthday. With the holidays and stuff like that, it didn't ship, and I didn't get it till after my last podcast in December, so I wanted to wait and show you guys. So I haven't purchased anything technically I don't think in January. I am trying to this year not buy yarn until I knit some stuff out of stash. So when I knit out of stash, that will give me an option to buy yarn. So, sorry, I didn't tell you what color this was. This here is Sophisticated Soiree. Just perfect. I love it. I do. I totally love this color. It's just great. It's got that hot pink in it. It's got like a pale baby pink almost. That's just like a true pink. And then it's got this gray. And again, it has the lighter gray, the darker, like a coal color gray, and then a medium gray. And it's gorgeous. And so this most likely, because it's an Aran weight, will be a hat. I'm almost thinking it'll be a hat, and it's just perfect. So I can't wait. I just love it. It's great. And again, it's truly hooked. Her stuff is beautiful. So those were my two things I bought for this, or for last year. Actually, our box was January, sorry. So I bought some more yarn, and I should have it any day, and I can show you guys. It is something that I want to learn a new technique, and I want to learn how to double knit. I've never double knitted before. And so I'm working on some stuff right now for the upcoming month somewhere. I'm going to save it right now because it's going to be a surprise. But I purchased some yarn for that double knitting project so that I have something to do that with. I don't have enough in my stash for any of the double knitting projects that I wanted to do. I don't have enough yarn to do it with. So that was the only thing I got. And I think I purchased it, I think it was maybe Christmas or New Year's, around that time. And it shipped in January. So I will show you guys on my next podcast the yarn, but I will not be telling you too much about the double knitting stuff yet. We'll have to wait for that one. Okay, it'll be a surprise. Promise, it's a surprise, and you'll love it. So next on my list is Diamonds Are Rough. Diamonds in the Rough. I can speak today. And okay, so while I was away, I swear I knitted on this on the plane. I knitted on this almost every morning, because every morning when we were on my trip, my husband went scuba diving, and I don't scuba dive. Not that I can't, I love to, but I can't figure out the pressure thing with my ears, so can't do it, unfortunately. So my husband scuba dived every morning for the first 4 days we were there, I think, pretty much, and I knitted by the pool. Oh my God, let me tell you what a dream that is. For people that live in the warmer climates all year round, to wake up and knit on your porch outside or by a pool, absolutely gorgeous. Just loved it. So, you guys, this scarf is killing me, honestly. I can't wait till it's done. And it's the Zig Zag Scarf that I call it, and it's Zig Zag Scarf by Christy Cam. Sorry, I'm looking down because my iPad had the notes on it for me. I'm so close, like so close to being done. This is what I have left of the two balls of yarn. Okay, this is my scarf all rolled up, but I'm so close. Like, it is beautiful. I do love how it's knitting up. Like, it is absolutely gorgeous. You can see the different colors happening there. The only thing with it, I know I said I was going to gift it, and I most likely will, to my girlfriend if she wants it. If she doesn't want it, she's not getting it, because I put too much time in this to have this sit in someone's closet and not wear it. I found it a little bit itchy, and it itches my face just a little bit. I tried it on last night to see the length, and it's a great length, and I just figured I might as well finish the two balls, have that little bit longer, it wraps around, you can tie it in the front, so you can wear it a little bit more different ways of having that extra length if you wanted to tie it up in the front or something like that. But it was, I don't know if I have the, sorry, I'm just going to look for a second, the ball band's beside me here. I do. So it was the Lana Grossa. I don't know if you can see that. The Magica 2 and the Graida. I think that's how you pronounce it. It says here that it's 75% virgin wool and 25% palmite. I'm not sure what is giving me the itch in there. I didn't think with knitting with it that it was going to do that for me. The balls felt a lot softer than when it's knitted up, and it was something, I don't know, I don't know what it is in there. I don't know if it's the virgin wool and that's what has that little bit of scratch to it, but it does, it itches, like, and I can still feel it on my face from just rubbing that little time. But it's beautiful and I love it. And I wish I could keep it for all the work and the time I put into it. Like, this is taking me forever. And you guys know I'm a slow knitter, and I really try to knit as much as I can. I'm not one of those people that takes knitting to a movie, because I can't. I need to look at my knitting. I knit when I watch TV. So every morning on vacation, I was knitting for at least an hour or so. Then it would get too hot, and with this being on my lap or beside me, it was way too hot for me to knit. So I put it away, but at least I get some knitting time on it every day. And I've been trying my best to complete that. And trust me, I want it off my needles. I want to start something else, but I want to finish this. And it's not like I haven't started something else. I just want to get that done so that I can get it, I guess, finished. It feels like forever. I don't have anything that I've started in 2016 and finished yet in 2016. These are all projects from, like, that's a 2015 project, so we need to get that finished. The other project on my needles that I started and now is kind of on hold, I'm sorry, I'm a little tangled up here. We'll get this untangled. So I'm doing 2 at a time socks. If I can get them untangled. I'm doing 2 at a time socks, and I got the toes done. And if I can pop them out here, you'll be able to see it. So I got the toes done. I don't know if you can see that. Let's try one at a time here. Okay, so you can see I got the toes done, and I had no problem casting them on, doing the toes. I prefer that rounded toe, if you see it. I like it better. I find that it fits my foot really nicely. So I was doing well, and I'm on a 2.25 millimeter needle, and then I realized how tight I really pull my yarn, and it actually cramps my hand sometimes. So talking with my girlfriend, she knits socks beautifully, and she knits for her brother, and those socks fit me perfectly. Actually, for one of her brothers, they fit me perfectly. And I asked her, like, I was like, so what size needle do you use? And she's like, 2 millimeter. And I was like, oh no, I don't have a 2. So I just purchased a 2 millimeter. I'm having it delivered to me. It should be here like today, this week, like any day now. And that way I can switch these to a 2 millimeter needle, and then I can keep knitting with them. So right now, as I said, they're on a quick hold. But I'll show you something. So I tried getting these 2 balls to work well for me. I couldn't find the middle of one of the balls to, like, at the start, and whatever you want to call it, the tail, to start out of the middle. I took it apart as much as best as I could, couldn't find it, so I started one from the outside, started one from the inside. What a bad mistake. I was hoping that once I, unwound some of the yarn from the outside to match the other ball that I was pulling it from the inside, I thought they'd match. So here I go, I started knitting. Well, can you see that blue? That doesn't match this blue right there. That's the darker blue, if you can see that. See, there's the darker blue there, and here is the lighter blue. Okay, so I'm a little, I guess, picky with that, and I like my socks to match as best as I can. Like, I'm not perfect, and I don't knit perfect. I always have a design element in anything I probably do, and that's fine with me, because then I know it's mine, and it's for me, and I'm okay with it. But this kind of bothered me just a little bit. And my girlfriend's like, don't worry, just knit them. They don't have to be perfect. And they do kind of have to be perfect. But I'm going to try. I'm going to knit them and see. And this is the Patons Croy yarn that I received to trial with. And it is, I have the ball band right here. There you go. And this is the Singing the Blues Blues Stripes, sorry. And this is 75% washable wool and 25% nylon. So I'll show you the ball again so you can see what it looks like. See all the blues? And the grays, of course. I love them. So they are going to be really pretty when they knit up. I have no doubt about that. I just, they're not going to match. That's going to take a lot for me to keep knitting with them. But I'm going to keep going. And so I figured at least, one pair I might have in my sock drawer that might not match. And you have to understand this is going to be probably, I've knit the Hermione socks. I knit a pair of cotton socks. Don't knit cotton socks. They were fun to knit, but really rough on the hands. And so technically two, I knit a pair of anklets like years ago, and I really don't count them as they didn't fit properly. So the Hermione socks I love, too big on me. The Desert Vista Dyeworks socks in the poodle skirt that I just knit, they're too long on me. I did the afterthought heel and they're too long. I thought for sure they would fit me, but no, I didn't measure them right. So these hopefully will fit better. And then I had this just surfer socks, and I'll show you those in a second because I finished them. Yay! If you follow me on Instagram, I posted it there. I was so excited that I finished them. So my next item to show you is Diamonds Are Forever, and they're my Stitch Surfer socks, and they're finished. Yay! Look at them. I'm so excited. You have no idea. So I knit them best I could. Thank you, Diane from Knittables. I have to give you a shout out because honestly, without her videos, there's no way I would have done these. I started them in 2014, and that's how old these are. And I put them down because I got to the heel, and I think I got scared with the pattern, not understanding it clearly, and I used Diane's video to get there. And then I don't know what it was, I just put them down and never picked them up. So at Christmas time, or just before that, I guess around December, I said, I'm gonna pick these up and I'm gonna finish them. And this was a goal for me to finish them. And I did. And I feel so silly because Diane's videos made so much sense when I watched them. Now I even watched them every time I did the heels, so for both pairs I watched that video twice, and sometimes I'd re-record it just to make sure that I was doing it right and understanding it. And honestly, I love the heels. Like, they turned out perfect. I can't complain. They fit. Okay, so here's the fit. This yarn is Biscotti and C, and it was really nice to work with because it's a very strong yarn. This is where I knitted really tight, especially because you're doing wrap and turns, and you're twisting your yarn also. So I pulled really tight to make sure that they were staying in place. And honestly, workhorse yarn. If it didn't break on me, not once, it didn't snap, nothing. So I have to give props to the Biscotti and C yarn because it's so strong. But there's no give to this yarn. So when I put it on my foot, there's no give really. Yes, they're tight. What sock has not fit me yet? Not one can I find a pair that I make that fit me. They're either too big or too tight. So I have a size 8 foot, which is, you know, somewhat standard, I guess, for some women. I'm 5'8", so I mean, I'm tall, and I have a size 8 foot. And from here to here, the length is good, no problem. It's in here, like right in here. Most people, I believe, are a size 8.5 or an 8.5 inches from what I read in all the knitting books. I'm 9 inches. And for some reason, because I follow a pattern to a T, I don't increase where I need the extra width here to get on my foot. So it's really tight, like really tight. But I can wear these. They don't cut off circulation, and they're comfortable once they're on, and I'm assuming they will stretch with when I wear them. I haven't blocked them. I had them on my feet. That's why you can see there's like a little puffiness to the areas here, because I've had them on my feet. I wanted just to wear them and see how they'd feel after like an hour or so wearing them. And honestly, I love them. I really do. They were worth every minute I put into them. Would I knit them again? Maybe. They weren't that difficult to knit, but usually I don't knit the same pattern over again. I try to knit something new because I like to challenge myself with new patterns, new techniques. So it doesn't have to be a difficult pattern. I just like to knit something new so I have something different, and why not? There's so many patterns out there. So there's my socks, and they're great. And yes, someone said they look like Finding Nemo, and they do because of the stripes and the blue ocean. So you know what, that's fine with me. I love the two colors together. I have to say, I don't wear a lot of orange, but I love them together with that turquoise color. And if you can see, I tried matching my stripes. So you can see my stripes, if I can hold it straight, probably. I can hold it straight. My stripes do kind of match a bit. And then once they go up here, they don't match. Oh, actually they do kind of. Oh, I'm off. Oh, wow. Maybe so. Maybe they do. Oh, no, they are off a bit. I thought they were. They're off a bit. I can hold them straight. What if I can hold them straight? So, but that's okay. No one's going to see that part. They're going to see this part, and this part matches. That's all that matters to me. If I could hold it straight again, this part matches. So I'm good with that. And I love them. Worth every second that I put into them. I'm so glad I finished them. And again, thank you, Diane from Knittables, for those videos. If you go and you're wanting to try the stitch service socks, go look at Diane's videos to do them. She helps you with the toe on how to cast them on. She helps you with the heel. They're great tutorials. I honestly, they're awesome. And I have finished socks because of them. Oh, sorry, that's my hair on there. I have finished socks because of them. Love them. I love them. So thank you. I have a finished object. Can you believe it? And yes, I finished these in January 2016, but they are a 2014 project, so that's okay. I'm hoping to get some more done. In my Ravelry group, I put in there goals for 2016 for knitting, things like that, of what I'd like to do. Please go add your goals. Let me know what you'd like to do, what you'd like to maybe learn a new technique. You know, if you have a goal of trying to finish how many projects a month or for the year, I'd love to hear from you. So that's it for today for Knitting at Tiffany's, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for watching, and again, Happy New Year and all the best to you for 2016, and happy knitting until the next episode.